All right, guys, we're back. We're going to be doing some work on the Mustang, or actually, should I say, the work's already been done. I kind of showed you what needed to be done in the last video, so I'm just going to show you pretty much how it's set up now. So in the car here, I have this toggle switch. You just flip it up, and that activates the paddles. I got everything all tidied up. Basically, just showed you that diagram. I'll put it again on the screen. Cleaned up the interior of the Mustang, so we're going to take it on a drive, and I'm going to show you how fast these paddle shifters upshift and downshift. It's pretty awesome. And before we head out here, Vince has gotten the LQ4 that we did a video on a while ago. Finally got it torn down because he's got some final plans for it. Back in the day, we said it was going to be a secret what it was going to be going into, but unfortunately that ship has sailed and it's no longer an option ever. Yep. So what he's going to be doing, I guess, I mean, no reason not to say, we're going to be putting it in the Trans Am here soon. So he has a 2001 Trans Am. You see in the exit clip, it's just got an LS1 in it. And this is an LQ4 that we're going to be doing a 408 stroker on. And turbo cam and everything. Eventually get turbos, but it's going to be NA to start with. So he ordered like $5 grand worth of parts today, or yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's going to be pretty cool. We're going to show you guys that. It's basically what's going to happen with Project F is just lift it up, pull the whole drivetrain out, whole front subframe, basically this. And then he has a new subframe, tubular subframe. He's pretty much going all out on this, full forged internals, stage 2 or 3 turbo cam, tubular front K-member, and high flow oil pump, and a bunch of stuff. So this will be pretty cool, so keep an eye out on that. Be sure to subscribe and follow along. So we're going to go ahead and take the Mustang on a test drive. I got it all warmed up, and we should be ready to go. So guys, I can turn the wheel, I can downshift. That's a pretty hard downshift, but the trans is warming up, so we got that to deal with. My oil pressure gauge is doing a thing, and definitely not reading right.
We are not making 88 pounds.
It might be making 88 right now, but when it's like idling, it's like showing like crazy high numbers.
Oh, like 113? You're not making that at idle.
I think I just need to check my grounds. Because the AT's not to where it's supposed to be. It is warmed up, so it should be closer to like 30 or 40, maybe 50. But it's showing like 110, which I very much doubt.
Oh, I saw 125 for a second.
Hell yeah.
We've got oil pressure for days.
The only way I'd be making that is if we put way too thick of oil in it. Yeah, and I didn't do that. It was running normally last time.
Yeah.
But I did just do a bunch of wiring, and I probably touched something I wasn't supposed to. Yeah, it's nice to have it just like, the second you press the button, it just commands a shift with the US 6 computer.
It's nice.
It just reacts so fast. Yeah, it hit 143. Yeah,
holy shit.
Maxing that shit out. That is
We're pegged.
Something going on with that. Since we're 5th gear right now. So the computer display will show me what gear I'm actually in. I'll probably do a 3rd gear pull. Alright, 3rd gear, here we go. This is probably like a good set place for the Mustang to be, because it's all clean, got everything all set up on it.
Yeah, everything's in a good spot to drive it.
Yeah. Gonna be going through some transmission stuff. That's about it. Gotta get my oil pressure gauge set, but my actual oil pressure gauge is reading normal. It's sitting like just above center. So. Yeah. One thing I wanted to check, my intake air temp says it's 120, it's taking in 125 degree air, which might be very, very possible. It's pretty hot today, it's like 90.
Yeah, it is hot.
So like 35 above.
And the car's completely warm now.
Yeah, it was just sitting in heat, so he wasn't really driving around much until just now, so. But yeah, it's like pretty much finished at a set, like where we're at right now. Like the next thing I'm gonna this one so he can handle more boost safely, or just even this amount of boost safely. And then we're gonna have a dyno session with Chung again in about 2 weeks. Vince might be dynoing his Trans Am if it's still up and running. And yeah, that's pretty good so far. No crazy booms.
Nope, there's good V8 noises.
Yep.
Tasty V8.
And then if I want to, I can just flip off the paddle shifters. They'll go back into drive by itself. Before it was so janky, Vince would be my co-pilot, and he'd
Oh
be
yeah,
like,
I'd have to reach over and find it and be like, click.
Yep,
There you go.
Mounted properly. I can just swap to my paddles whenever. Like right now, we're in 5th gear. Say like we're on a street or whatever, and we want to roll race or do something like that. Just flip it on, drop it like 2 gears, 3rd gear, and there we go. And flip it back off and back onto drive. That's what's so great about the upshift computer, is you can just do whatever you want to it. Like it gives you so much control over your transmission. When it gets warmed up, the trans feels good, but I'm still going to be putting a shift kit in it and probably taking the converter out and getting that rebuilt.
Better just to be sure about things.
Yep. It's always such a great feeling when you clean up your car and it just like...
Everything's right.
Yeah, where it needs to be. Because before it was I haven't detailed the inside. There was wires everywhere. It was really annoying for the passenger to sit there with all the wires hanging around. Also, we did all that while running the AC.
True.
So like 450, 500 wheel horsepower AC. It's nice.
Very interested to see what it does on the dyno.
I want to see what it does on the dyno. I want to see what it does at the track. We definitely want to go to PIR before the season ends, and I mean it's already restricted as is. So
Yeah.
yep, and these paddle shifters are all wired into the clock spring, so there's literally no tangling, no hassle, nothing like that. It's freaking awesome. Hell yeah. So guys, I think that's going to end it. The Mustang's pretty sorted. It's got my paddle shifters are working. The last thing I'd really need is that trans brake. I have that trans brake line I have. But I kind of want to test it at the track first and get my transmission sorted before that. I got new gasket, I got new filter, and I got some Pennzoil. And then waited on Tuesday for some Transgo shift kit. It's supposed to like just revisions for the transmission and the valve body, so it runs a bit happier. But yep, I think that's going to do it. Like, subscribe, and comment down below.